Well, good morning. Welcome to the Hagen Homestead. I'm Brittany, and it has been a while since we have done a cooking video. It's kind of nasty outside, so I decided I had some bread I needed to use. Today, it's bread pudding. This is not the cleanest version of bread pudding, but it is good. I hope y'all stick around and come cook with me. So like I said, this is not like the cleanest version of bread pudding. Y'all know I try and be pretty clean, but how is bread pudding really clean? This is one of my favorite desserts, and it's a great way to use up some of your sourdough bread or stale bread or any kind of bread that you have. Normally we have some bread left over, but we've been big into the French toast and all of that, so I don't have any. So I just went and bought a French baguette because I wanted some bread pudding. So I'm going to get started with this. I have my recipe here. It's also going to be on our web site, and that is thehagenhomestead.com. I'm trying to build up my recipes for it. It's just an assortment of how we raise our animals together, how we garden, recipes, all the good stuff, and some like lifestyle blog posts. So without further ado, let's get started. So oven is preheated. You want that at 350. My recipe that I use says 6 slices of bread. I have this baguette. I'm just gonna fill up my 8x8 Pyrex. So we'll get to chopping. And this is kind of like, we're a big family. We love cinnamon rolls. So this is kind of like your old school grandmother's bread pudding recipe, and it tastes a lot like a cinnamon roll. So what I am doing is I am just cutting this in cubes. There's really no rhyme or reason to how you would do it. You just cut and fill this Pyrex. I have used like a deeper dish, and it doesn't bake just right. Like it tends to be a little, if it's too thick, it doesn't bake all the way through. And y'all know I'm not patient, so I'm not going to sit there and keep waiting and waiting and waiting for this to be done. I have used our sandwich bread. We have a video on that, I believe. Like when it's getting down to like the nitty gritty, or like all the scraps of the ends of your sourdough, I save those, and that is really good in here. I haven't made it with the French baguette. I don't normally buy this at the store, but I figured I would just try it. Okay. So I have filled this Pyrex up to the top. And then next, you are going to use 3 tablespoons of butter. You want it melted, and then we're going to pour that goodness over this. Someone didn't take out butter when we got very low. I'm assuming that was Abel. He's been into like a big toast kick in the morning, which is fine by me because it is super easy. maybe not the most protein packed, but easy for on the go mornings. You're also gonna need 4 eggs. I'm gonna use duck eggs. I had a bunch washed in the fridge that I need to use up. And plus, if you bake, I don't know if you've ever tried duck eggs, but they tend to make your stuff a little fluffier. Y'all know I don't ever measure anything with baking, though. I need to be more into that. So I'm just going to, my melted butter, this is way more than 3 tablespoons, But I am just going to drizzle that on top of this bread. It is okay if it's more, I assume, because, you know, it's better and it's delicious. And the reason why I say this is not like the cleanest, this is sweetened condensed milk. I've actually never made my own evaporated or condensed milk. If you have a good recipe for it, shoot me the recipe. But this is what I'm using today. I have used like our raw milk, and it is not the same. This makes it super rich. This makes it more like a pudding. So this is the secret. The recipes that I've kind of compiled, they didn't call for condensed milk, they called for regular milk. Well, it was in between farm trips to get our raw milk, and I had one of these in the pantry for whatever reason, and I used it for my first time making this. Excellent. And then I used our raw milk for the next one, and it didn't hit the spot. It didn't hit the spot. So woo, Lord, I am going to mix all of these ingredients in here. And really, to be honest, it may have been evaporated milk that I used, because I don't remember it being this thick. But so we're gonna try all the things, y'all. Y'all are trying, I guess, this new ingredient with me. You know I am not the bread connoisseur in this house. I just use the scraps. I am going to use a little bit of heavy cream just to kind of loosen this up. This may even be better than the evaporated milk. I mean, it'll make your hips grow. I've got to remember we're in summertime mode, not winter mode now. I'm going to add my 4 beaten duck eggs to this mixture. And I'm going to use 3/4 of a cup of white sugar. We get all of our baking stuff, flour and all of that, usually from Azure Standard. But this is raw, organic cane sugar. I mean, it's still sugar though. Okay, next is going to be vanilla extract and cinnamon. Both of these I measure with my heart, because I don't love vanilla and cinnamon. Okay, so I've got all my chunks of bread, and then this is the mixture for the filling, and I am going to pour this kind of over Okay, and then you're going to put this in that 350 oven about 45 minutes. I actually have never used this 8x8, so I'm going to watch it. And then there is a drizzle that goes over it. But we're going to put this in and then check on it in about 45 minutes. Okay, so I did check on the bread pudding, and I had it on the top rack. It was getting a little crispy. I may have put too much bread in it, but it'll still be delicious. I'm gonna work, I've got about 2 minutes left on the bread pudding, so I'm gonna go ahead and make the topping. I just melt butter and brown sugar and vanilla, mix it up, and drizzle it over. And I did check it. The inside is, the middle part is still a little ooey gooey. I'm gonna give it just a few more minutes. Okay, bread pudding is done. It's still a little moist, but I hate to dry it out. I think it's just the condensed milk. Evaporated may be the way to go, but I'm going to go ahead and pour that drizzle on here. Okay, here we go. Okay, official taste test with this bread.
Smells like cinnamon cookies.
Yes, I'm gonna try it. It's hot though.
What's that? Bread pudding.
You try that? It's hot. It's good. It's like a cinnamon roll. Delicious. Well, all right. I hope y'all liked this quick little recipe to use up your stale bread or store-bought bread, sourdough ends, whatever you want to call it. And don't forget to hop on over to thehagenhomestead.com to get the full recipe in case you didn't write it down. All right, y'all. We'll see you later. Bye.